ka na nilang up-and-coming service specialist dito sa UAAP. Ano ba talagang secret to a good, consistent serve?
Disiplina po, pagsunod po sa instruction ng coach, tsaka training po ng mabuti sa ensayo.
So, last time na nalaro niyo yung UP, 57 minutes pa lang tapos na yung game, no? Sa palagay niyo, kaya niyo ulitin yun?
Opo naman, kasi nandun pa yung eager namin para mag-champion talaga. Kami po yung defending champion. Tapos, hindi po kami basta-basta na lang po. At maano po talaga kami sa bawi.
Okay, well, good luck mamaya sa laro. And thank you for talking to us. That was Jane Gonzalez of the UST Tigresses.
The very shy Sarah Jane Gonzalez talking to Jessica Mendoza. Let her warm up. Couple more maybe interviews and you'll know she'll get the hang of it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let's talk about the other team here in this matchup. UP coming off a loss against, well, technically the hottest team in the league in Ateneo.
That's
Five-game win streak, of course. We say that, taken into consideration yung pagtatalo ng Lasal, dahil
that's right.
Off the court, they already have that one loss at right now at 8-1. So in terms of the streak, Ateneo's a 5-game winning streak, and UP was in the middle of that also. Actually, the last time out that UP played, they got demolished also by their Katipun rivals.
I was about to say the neighbors went at it in this match, and just like what happened in the first round, with the previous games, UP again not getting a win, and this match again, they had a big problem when it came to their defense. You can look at Isada having trouble with the reception. They gave out a lot of service aces, and we're going to have a look at that later. In this match, it was a straight set win for Ateneo de Manila, 25-10 in that first set. So first set pa lang, medyo nanghilambot na ang UP. And it continued, 25-18 in the second, 25-16 in the third, and almost a double output in the points department, 75-44 in this match. So really a lot of problems for UP. Even their offense not working. Look at this, the spikes, 20-point difference.
Wow.
So that's almost one whole set.
Correct.
In the spiking department alone. Blocks 7-3, and look at the serves. Just like what UP's problem with UST, they gave out a lot of reception errors, giving Ateneo a 7-1 edge in that service department. 75-44 as mentioned, total output. So UP really probably one of their worst seasons, I would say. Not mentioning the win-loss record, but also how they lost those games.
And you mentioned the lack of offense, 20-point difference in the attacks and the spikes. But we're also, mentioning that is already a problem. But really, you also touched on the fact that UP has had a horrendous season in terms of their defense.
That's right. And of course, when you talk about defense, Boom, your main focus is the libero of your team, because she's the one in charge. She should be the defensive specialist, or sabi nga dito, the Diliman dilemma, well, is the libero, and Isada is the one really being targeted right now by the opponents, which should be not the case, because she's the libero. She should be the best defender, the best receiver, but something is wrong with that defense of UP that really they give out a lot of points even on the serve alone.
Numbers don't lie, and that's those numbers are really low for UP, for any team actually.
That's right. Excellent dig sets, 9.7%, and that is good for last place. And reception efficiency, 15.32, which is also good for last place. So, well, if defense wins games, definitely the record will not lie. UP 1-8.
Correct. Okay, now Ricky Flores had the unenviable task of, asking Amanda Isada what is happening to UP's defense. Let's listen to that interview.
Amanda, in your last game against Ateneo, you guys did not do so good on defense. So what part of that defense did you guys fall short of?
It was our floor coverage, because every time we check ball, we can't reach the ball for the ball. And yung mga long spikes.
Okay, so based on that game, since UST today is a whole different team, what do you guys need to do on defense to contain them?
Well, we have to dominate on our blocking. That's our #1 defense. Aside from the floor defense, our coverage. And since wala si Aileen this game, gagamitin namin si Joyce.
You're confident with Joyce?
Very confident.
Hey, that's very good to hear. Thank you, and good luck later. That was Amanda Isada of the UP Lady Maroons.
in the women's division of your Season 73 UAAP Volleyball Tournament. Officiating this match, first referee, Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Our second referee, Mr. Bob Malinap, National Referee. And our teams playing today, currently celebrating their quadricentennial 400th year anniversary, the defending champions, UST Tigresses, versus the UP Fighting Lady Maroons.
Let me clarify my previous statement prior to the interview when I said unenviable task of interviewing Amanda, lest it be misconstrued by other people. It's tough to. I mean, if I were Ricky and sitting down with Amanda, you're asking her or any other player from UP actually, you know, questions about how they're playing, how to improve. And you're standing as at 1 and 8. Obviously, they're also within themselves trying to search for answers. That's right. You know, for in terms of improving their game, which probably is beyond just, you know, the problem of lineup, the problem of skill. Right. Ang hirap ng position ni Amanda. Ang hirap yung position ni
Because really, people were talking about this UP squad 2 years back and up to last year, because basically they have an intact lineup. Well, Melo Lopez is there, Isada's there, the center is there. So basically Palado was playing earlier and Araneta also in the previous year. So basically people were hoping and looking forward to a good performance from UP this year, but somehow it hasn't happened. And when we look at the numbers, and like what I said, the numbers won't lie. And the main culprit for their performance, performance for this year is that yung depensa talaga ng UP is very lacking.
And Amanda,
in the reception department.
Yeah, Amanda, you said it, and Amanda said it, the floor coverage, the reception, because they're number 3 in blocking as a team, and you attribute that to their height, because they are one of the taller teams in the league, together with UST and of course LaSalle, which is at number 1. But it's we've seen it in the games. They have a problem trying to dive for the balls, you know, look for the or cover for each other.
Yeah, that's right.
And recovering, probably also because of their height. You know, sometimes if there are
it's a burden.
It slows them down. But that's where Amanda and the others come in. Because it might be unfair to just say, diba, it's Amanda.
Of course. Not her fault entirely.
She's the anchor of that defense. There's no question.
Start of our game, UP to serve with Aya Del Mundo.
All in her hands.
Well, the defense could be split up into two. Of course, that's the defense on the net or over the net. So the blockers are in charge of that. And of course, the floor defense for the backliners. Exactly. Just like that. You expect Ortiz to attack in the middle. The blockers were there, but the floor defense, they have to support the middle, the blockers, because it's not going to be 100% that they're going to have a touch or a block, offensive block on those attacks from UST.
For UST, NU was an incredible bounce-back game for them. Not because they just simply bounced back, but they needed to put away NU in 3 sets for their confidence. You know, after, kasi if you really look at it, other than the Ateneo and LaSalle game that they lost, prior to the LaSalle and Ateneo game was the NU game, which they were at match point.
That's right.
NU had them at match point. So to go up against NU again and probably go through 5 sets, a tough one again, is, even if they won that, you know, parang...
That's right. And you know, NU during that game was smelling blood.
Yes.
After, you know, the straight losses by UST. Ito na ang pagkakataon. They had the chance to really get back at UST. But, you know, UST having the heart of a champion.
Parang napikon eh. It's not personal. They just needed to bounce back and bounce back in a big way. More from UST, from Jessica Mendoza now.
When the number 2 team in the league goes up against one in the lower ranks, Boom, you'd think that they'd be a little bit more confident and have a little swagger with them. But Coach Shaq De Los Santos is actually saying that he still has a few concerns. Injuries, he said, lalo-lalo na yung kay Isa. He also is worried about UST's upcoming 400-year Tigers celebration happening this week already, citing it as a potential distraction from training. But he does believe that the Tigresses are skilled and conditioned enough to close out a win today. Woman Ian?
Thank you, Jessica. We mentioned that, Ian, the fact that health is also an issue. You know, to sustain a championship or to defend a championship or to go for a championship, there are a lot of factors involved. You know, your skill, your training, your practices, but health and luck, you know, sometimes has a nasty way of creeping up. And UST not the healthiest of teams right now. And it's hard for them because, Ian, they're also not the deepest of teams.
Yes, that's right. Not right now. They used to have one of the deepest benches, but for this year, well, they've got their fair share of rookies that really, you know, are inexperienced.